Let's accelerate through life and let's get to our point as fast as we can. And the way we're going to do that is by number one, discovering your best self. Number two, listening to these stories of people who have gone through things and sharing their experiences, sharing their successes, sharing their failures, all of those things, and using those and applying them to your life. By listening to my guests share how they are discovering their best self, you will discover the best part of you. Hello, and welcome to Discover Your Best Self podcast. So, I am Shanice Ruffin. I am your podcast host. And what I've recognized is that a lot of you all may not really know who I am or what I'm about. So today I'm going to just break it down. I hope you have about 10 minutes to spare with me. But discover your best self really comes from a place, an endearing place, a place of love, a place of empathy, a place where I really want people to learn themselves, right? It's so hard to accomplish what we want to do in life, and even just the small things, right? Being an awesome mother, being a great friend, being a great daughter, being an awesome employee. All of those things encompass bringing your whole self every day. And if we're not able to do that, then, it's hard for us to maneuver through life just every day. And discovering your best self really and truly is about discovering the best part of who you are each day. And each day that may not be easy, right? So some days are going to be better than others. You have your highs and lows. And when you do have those low moments, I think that's a time of reflection to say, today may not have been the best day. What happened today? And tomorrow, how can I make this better? How can I be better at whatever happened today? Because we also have pressures. One of the biggest things in my life that changed what I thought was gonna be my future was, I was married and divorced. And I know that that's a lot, that's not uncommon. A lot of people go through that, and then being a mother, right? Becoming a mother and allowing myself to not be myself at all times, allowing someone else to dictate what that meant for me and not bringing my true and whole self every day. And then that was an emotional, it stopped me from doing what I knew I could do every day, from being my best self, right? It became a hindrance and a mental block. And so for me, journaling each day and just remembering what made me happy. Now, believe me, you're not going to be happy every day. I don't believe in life that happiness is something that we just wake up and we're happy, right? When people say, I want happiness each day, I want someone to make me happy. There's no one in this world that will make you happy, ever, right? Except for yourself. And even you may not make yourself happy. You may disappoint yourself or, not feel 100%. And that's okay. Knowing that that's okay. And still saying to yourself, you know what? Although I'm disappointed at where I am right now, I will be better tomorrow. Or I'm getting myself to a point where this will not keep stopping me, right? So showing up as your best self each day to make sure that you provide your own happiness, so that when you do either find someone or not, or when you are with your friends or your family, or at work or your entrepreneurial journey, that happiness shines through you and people see that. When they see that in you, they know that you're showing up as your best self. And it doesn't have to be explained. People can feel that. It's called intuition, right? Intuition. And we all have that. We know when someone's not being honest with us or when they're not being themselves, and we want to bring that out in ourselves each day. So Discover Your Best Self is truly about a journey, and we all are traveling this journey together, right? And we're not alone. There's someone that has been through your journey before. Maybe not the exact same story, but parts of it, yes. And we're like little pieces of puzzles. We want to be put back together so that we can frame it and put it up on the wall and let everyone see, just how awesome we are each day. I am truly, truly happy to be able to share, my stories, to be able to share other people's stories and have you learn through those. I think that's the best way that we're able to navigate through life is examples. My grandmother died at, just about 101 years old. She died in her 101st birth year, or her 101st year, I guess. Said that wrong, sorry. But anyway, very wise woman from Georgia, country. And, I'm sure you all always have heard it. There's nothing new under the sun. And once you've lived for so long and you meet people who can mentor and talk to you about that, they'll tell you all the time, there's nothing new under the sun. So when we're able to listen and learn from each other, we can really, either not go through a lot of hurt, or we can learn, how to excel at certain things. When you read a book, the purpose of reading that book is so that that person can show you how to get to where they are, and so that you don't have to experience those hardships. It's like an accelerator. Why not accelerate through life if you can? Why go through some of these obstacles when you could just go straight? I don't want to go all the way around. It's going to take me too long. I want to get to my point. So by doing that, we have to listen to other people's stories. We have to embrace the things that they've gone through, right? Because if not, we have to go through it when someone already else did. It's like, why do that? So with the stories that we're sharing here, it's like the modern day griot. We don't have that a lot, right? We don't have a lot of, I think people aren't honoring older people or, wise people in their families and, communities, and taking what they have and putting it into like a vault and keeping those stories so that we can keep learning and not having to make and bump our heads the same way they did. Let's accelerate through life. I want to share that with you. Let's accelerate through life and let's get to our point as fast as we can. And the way we're going to do that is by, number one, discovering your best self. Number two, listening to these stories of people who have gone through things and sharing their experiences, sharing their successes, sharing their failures, all of those things, and using those and applying them to your life. So I hope that this was useful. I plan on, giving some information each week. And something I wanted to also let you know is that, I am a professional. I am in my career as well and learning and trying to get to where I need to be. And so by doing that, I'll be sharing more information on what it is that I'm working on so that you're able to learn through me and what some of my success and failures have been, career and personally. So I hope this was helpful, and don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel, Discover Your Best Self, and also you can find us on Instagram at Discover Your Best Self, and any of your iTunes, Spotify, podcast platforms, you can find us at Discover Your Best Self.
Thank you for listening to Discover Your Best Self. Don't forget to subscribe and comment. Follow us on Instagram at Discover Your Best Self.